Hello and welcome to episode 12, we're up to now, of the deck Durdle. We are in Tempest block, and in today's video our card pool is going to consist of 3 packs of Tempest and 3 packs of Stronghold. So let's have a quick overview of the pools of the boosters here. So you can see in pack 1 our rare is Tradewind Rider, and then we've got our 3 uncommons, which are Whispers of the Muse, Screeching Harpy and Bottle Gnomes. And we've got some interesting black commons here. We've got removal in the form of Dark Banishing, and in green we have Rottweiler. Amongst other things, there's a couple of shadow creatures here. Shadow was a thing in the set, in the block, as was Buyback. Moving on to our second pack, we've got Phyrexian Grimoire, which enables you to get up some graveyard shenanigans. Our 3 uncommons are Interdict, Wind Dancer and Delphi Embrace. Enchantment allows you to bestow shadow onto creatures. Another shadow creature there, an uncommon. Yep. So we've got a few shadow things going on here. That might be a thing we could build around possibly. And our third pack, Recycle, is our rare. So whenever we play a card, draw a card, but we skip our draw phase, during your discard phase, choose and discard all but 2 lands. So that's going to, I should imagine, help stock our graveyard under certain circumstances, if that's something we want to do. Our 3 uncommons are, I think that's Staunch Defenders. Can't see very well on this screen. There it is, Staunch Defenders. We got Singing Lycid, because Lycids were a thing in the set, and Sudden Impact. So moving on to our Stronghold packs. So Revenants in our first pack is our rare, and then our uncommons of Scapegoat, Walking Dream and Wall of Blossoms. Got Fling in here and Leap. There's our couple of buybacks. Next pack, Awakenings are rare, and then Temper, Wall of Essence and Shifting Wall are uncommons. We've got a Dungeon Shade in here, which is an interesting creature in that if you're playing black, you can invest your black mana into pumping this, and there's no restriction as well, so you can just invest as much black mana as you want into that. Rabid Rats is an interesting way of dealing with 1 toughness creatures that are blocking. And then in our final pack we've got Volrath's Laboratory as our rare, and then our uncommons are Acidic Sliver, Bullwhip and Shifting Wall. Is that our second Mind Games? I think it is. So we can tap down in blue. You'll see a lot of that tap effects. Okay, so we'll move on to the actual pool as a whole. So here we are, we're in Architect once again. I've sideboarded off some lands here just to make the build go a bit smoother when we come to add lands. And let's just go through these cards and just decide what firstly I'm not going to play or I'm going to sideboard. So we'll just go right to left. Okay, so we've got Invocar's Justice, which has buyback on it. So for 2 and 2 black, we have a way of dealing damage to creatures, and each creature and each player. So it's like a Wrath Shock, I suppose. Wrath effect. Disturbed Burial. Buy back a 3. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Coercion. Look at the target's opponent's hand and choose one of those cards. That player discards that card. Brush with Death. Target opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. It's got buyback on it. Dream Cache, draw 3 cards. Choose 2 from your hand and put them both on either the top or bottom of your library. Okay. Tidal Surge. Let's tap down. Rampant Growth, we've got in our pool. Rolling Thunder. So we've got an X damage spell in red and Seething Anger. So pumps our power till end of turn at sorcery speed. So you can sort of see that one coming. It's not a combat trick. Healthy Embrace. So we've got a healthy smattering of enchantments here. Embrace gives a creature shadow. Torches existence. Okay. Choose and discard a creature card. Return target creature card from the graveyard to your hand. Torment. Wrath's Curse. Okay, so we got a lot more lockdown in blue. Contempt. Got some bounce, conditional bounce. More lock and bounce, I suppose. We saw Recycle earlier when we're going through the packs. Frog Tongue. Awakening. It's interesting. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, untap all creatures and lands. Okay. Crown of Flames. Interesting modal enchantment. So we'd have this on the battlefield. Obviously, it's permanent. Single red, enchanted creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So we're enchanting a creature actually. Return Crown of Flames to owner's hand. This is a thing during this period of Magic where you had a lot of these enchantments which you could actually bounce back to your hand, which is quite useful. Shiny creature gets +1/-0 until end of turn. Got a couple of Circle of Protections. I'm going to sideboard those. Artifacts, Phyrexian Grimoire. It's like a selection spell where the opponent gets to choose which card. I'm just going to put that off to one side for the moment. Volrath Laboratory. Generates 2/2 creatures of a chosen colour and type. It's quite high cost though. Whip deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature attacks this turn if able. Okay. Instant dark ritual. Okay. Mana generation. Dark banishing. Destruction spell. Can only destroy target non-black creature. That can also obviously deal with artifact creatures because it's only non-black creatures. Buyback. Card draw. Shadow Rift. We can give a creature a shadow as a combat trick. Interdict. Mind Games, another tap down spell with buyback. Got two of those. Leap. Okay. I think that's very similar to levitation, I think. And this levitation's an enchantment. Similar sort of effect. Crossbow ambush. Sudden impact. So this is our red removal. Interesting effect. So it's damage prevention, but also you get to put +1/+1 counters on a creature. Scapegoat. You get to sack a creature, return any number of target creatures you control to owner's hand. Change of heart. Target creature cannot attack this turn. And bandage. Prevent 1 damage. Just get rid of that. Not sure about that. Okay, bottle gnomes. 1/3 for 3. Sack it. Gain 3 life. Shifting wall. X plus. So because that's a scalable wall. Servant of Old Wrath. It leaves play, sack a creature. It's a 3/3 for 3. Screeching Harpy. 2/2 with flying for 4 and regenerate. Doughty Slayer with Shadow. 2/2 for 2. Doughty Marauder. 3/1 for 3 with Shadow. Dark Stalker. 1/1 for 4. But it does have a pump ability on it, which is unlimited depending on how amount of mana you have. There's a few of these in the block actually. Revenant, based on the number of creatures in your graveyard, has flying. You've got 2 rabid rats and a Morg Thrall, 2/2 for 3. You can sack it and put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Dungeon Shade. Again, it's unlimited pump here based on the amount of mana you have. Interesting interaction between this and the Morg Thrall. We've got an acidic sliver. Don't think we've got many slivers in here. Wind Dancer, 1/1 for 2 with flying, and it can give other creatures flying until end of turn, but it does tap it down. That's the only thing. The Wind Dancer gets tapped. Tradewind Ruler, flying, tap 2 creatures you control, target permanent. Return target permanent to owner's hand. Okay, it's a Lycid. So these become enchantments. Horn Turtle, 1/4 for 3. Walking Dream, unblockable. 3 for 4. Tidal Warrior. 1/1 for 1. can make a target land an island, so it would be useful if you've got like island walk. You can make an opponent's land turn into an island. Well, there you go. There's our interaction. Red shark. So not so much island walk, but it just can't attack unless defending player controls islands. Dream Prowler. Seeker of Skybreak. And taps creatures. Rockwaller. It's going to be used only once. It's 2/2 for 2. Canopy Spider. Canopy Spider can block creatures with flying. Bayou Dragonfly. It's got Swamp Walking. Wall of Blossoms. 0/4 for 2. You get to draw a card when it comes into play. Spine Worm. Vanilla. 5/4 for 5. And Spike Colony. Looks like we've only got one spike. Sandstone Warrior. Another pump that's purely limited by the amount of spare red mana you've got. Again, but this one only pumps on the power. So it's fire breathing effect, I suppose. Mog Fanatic. Mog Flunkies. Bombers. Craven Giant. Can't block. Staunch Defenders. 3/4 for 5. Satari Lancer. 2/2 for 3 with first strike and shadow. Another shadow creature. Armored Pegasus has got flying. Youthful Knights, first strike 2/1. Wall of Essence. Spirit on Core with flying. So these have redirect of damage. So a few options here. Blue black's possibility. I think most of this stuff is going to pivot around black that I build. Our removal looks like it's in black and red. I'm not sure what blue. So we don't really have anything instant speed in blue. Hang on, what am I saying? Because we do. I misspoke there. Yeah, let's just see what blue-black shadow stuff looks like, if anything. So let's take out this. Just going to move out bottle gnomes and the shifting wall. So this might be an interesting build. So it definitely looks like with this particular pool, my builds, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to do here, is mostly going to be black with something. It could be because we do have removal in red. Looking at this, I think there might be some red-green we could do here. I think we're certainly going to have plenty of cards to select in blue-black. 44, okay. Just save that. And you can see, I don't know if it's in this colour. Yeah, look, we got 3 shadow rifts. Right, I'm going to take out the bullwhip and this could be interesting. Let's see what enchantments we've got. So seeing as this is supposed to be a shadow deck, I'm just going to remove anything that doesn't really support that as such. Attack or play an ability. That creature's controller may sacrifice a permanent to ignore this ability. Let me just put that in there for the moment. Yep. I want a wrath effect. Okay, so sorcery speed, tidal surge. It's quite an expensive card draw. Right, 20 creatures. Let's slim down our creatures a bit. So I'm going to leave our shadow stuff in. I don't know if this is really a graveyard deck or not. I'll take that out for the moment. Yep, too much faffing around that one. Don't want a horn turtle. Not for the moment. Okay, so 29. We need to get this down to 23, so we need to cut 6 cards. I think I'm going to cut down on these for the moment. Get rid of that. Three cards. Let's have a look at my sorcery speed stuff. Let's just remove the rat effect. Yep, get rid of that. One more cut. Okay. Black and blue, 16 to 10. Okay. So we'll do the usual thing. We'll just try 10 to 7. 10 black, 7 blue. I may tweak that a bit because we've got the dark ritual. Get this in the deck. Now, where's my swamp gone? Oh, there it is. Bingo. Looking to see, we do have some double blue. We do have that dark ritual. We're going to keep it at that for the moment, and we'll do a, as we always do, like a play test draw and just see what it's going to look like. Hang on. That doesn't look right. Something funny going on here. Don't know how that's ending up in my sideboard. Try again. Right. That's interesting. Okay, so got lots of options here. So we can have a turn 1 Doughty Marauder. Walking Dream would be good to get out early. So lots of options with that opening hand. Another swamp here. Doughty Slayer. So looking pretty strong in black. another tidal warrior and then an island. So we're okay because nothing we pulled so far is double blue prior to this island. So yeah. That's good. We have a turn 1 tidal warrior. Now we just need our sharks. Oh, there's one. Well, this looks like fun actually. We're certainly getting our mana drops okay. Good. There's our island, which means we got a tidal warrior. Now we're just looking for our shark. No shark for us. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting deck there. So that's blue-black. Let's go back. So I'm definitely going to pivot around black. Having that, you know, removal and the dark ritual definitely is a good thing. So if we just sideboard everything in blue, and 2/2 for 2, that's all we'd be playing it for really. Oh no, actually. It's an interesting inclusion. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. Just reduce this down a bit so I can drag these a bit easier. Some of this I don't know if I'm going to keep in the deck, but I just want to drag it across. Got a few sorcery speed things going on here. You know, this block was another block where there was quite a lot of sort of enchantment stuff going on. But, you know, there were these sort of twists added really where the enchantment was flexible in that there were abilities on there which allowed you to do things like, you know, bounce them back to your hand or, you know, like those enchantments that then could be used, or creatures that could be then used as an enchantment as well. Let me bring my land in now. Right, so just got to basically take 10 off of this value. So at the moment this is 29, strictly speaking. So let's just have a look at some of these enchantments. Tricky. So it's like turn 4 sudden impact. How much? It depends how many cards the opponent's likely to have in their hand. I think I'll sideboard that. That would be useful if you were playing an opponent who's had a lot of card draw. You could really punish them for that. So let's look at some of these here. 4/1 Craven Giant kind block. I don't know if you would want it to. Mog Flunkies can attack or block during a turn in which no other creatures you control attacks or blocks. Mog Fanatic, Mog Bombers. And 3 with first strike and fire breathing. So I'm going to play around a bit more with damage in this deck, so I think I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove one of the rapiers, I think. Okay. Let's have a look, see what the stats are like. Okay, it's pretty even. Try that. Quick look at the stats again. So here we go. So we're okay on our mana base. Need a creature in play. So we can't play any creatures till turn 2. We get our acidic sliver out. Got a turn 3 Craven Giant. Damage. So I'd remove that. Let's have a look again. I had. Okay, again, Dark Ritual, always handy. Yeah, definitely we've got some good black cards here, they're really helping. I don't know if we could or if we would want to build a mono black deck. I think I'm liking the black blue more than I am the black red, but that's probably just a matter of personal preference. Certainly there's more direct damage stuff in the black red. In the black blue it's definitely more about sort of tactical plays with certain creatures and certain support cards which would make your creatures unblockable. So a slightly different, you know, approach, I suppose, between the two colours here. Do you think, do we have enough? Want me to take a look at mono black maybe? We could do, if we could do black splashing. Do we have some shadow stuff in white? Thinking. Yeah, let's just see what this might look like. Let me just bring back this because I took all my enchantments out. I mean, why not? See what this looks like. And the creature's a bit meh. Oh, we do need to build back. Where's it gone? Volrath's Laboratory, yes. That's all we need. Need a bit of Volrath. Three cards. What should we play? We had, didn't we have, was it 2 shadow? Yeah, let's do, yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, that's interesting. So we go as much in with shadow as we can. That will be quite fun, I think. So we're actually splashing white for the creatures, but not bandages. We're not splashing white for bandages. They just shoot down the bottom. Oh, there they are. Where's he gone? There he is. One more. What could we play down here as we're in white? Do we want to play a flyer or do we want to play a first striker? Decisions. Okay. Mono black is. Oops. Went a bit crazy there. 17 lands, not 20. So mono black splashing. Oh, no, my mistake. So we need to splash some white here. Planes. Get in the deck, planes. It's a lot of planes, but for the fact we're splashing, but I just want to make sure we can get them out. Okay. Looks good. It's always good to see the triple black generator in there. Dark Ritual. Yeah, so we definitely got some very strong black in this pool, and it's, you know, definitely the one that everything's going to get built around. Because of that removal and the direct destruction in red, I may well be tempted to have a look at a green-red deck. But yeah, it looks like definitely black splashing a number of different colours here is doable. You could certainly do sort of mono black splashing white or red, or even green for some of the draw, maybe. I'm just trying to decide how far down the rabbit hole I want to go, because that's definitely the theme here. Is it does seem to be black in combination with any of the other colours, with white more just splashing it, with green, you know, just better creatures and ramp, with blue, as we saw, you can play a lot more blue. There's a lot stronger cards in blue. And then when we bring in red again, that we've got stronger stuff in red, so we can go beyond just splashing red with black. I'm just looking down this and seeing if I've got any really compelling reason to really try a red green build. I'm not so sure. I definitely think, yeah, the key colour in this particular pool is black. So I think I'm going to stop it there, actually, because you're getting a pretty good idea here that I am really strongly drawn to black in this particular pool. We've got the shadow angle going on here. We've got our removal and also our ability to generate mana real fast to get out some of the better creatures that are higher cost here. So I think, yeah, I'm going to stop the video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. So we were doing Tempest and Stronghold. So next video is going to be Tempest, and the next one in the block afterwards, I'm just trying to remember, Exodus. That's it, Tempest and Exodus, and then we'll do Tempest, Stronghold, Exodus, and then actually no, we'll also do Stronghold and Exodus. I must forget that one. So the two small expansions together, and then at the very end, after we've exhausted that, we will take a look at Tempest Remastered, because contextually, thematically, it makes more sense to do it now. Even historically, it came out a lot later. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.